My camera shut off on me again, so I'm redoing this. This is Joshua Taylor coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. As you can see, I have the 2x3 under support laid out. It's fairly close. I might have some trim work to do. And I'm just going to go in for a zoom. Or zoom in on that one. I cut all these out on a jig. So basically all your components are like this. On the inside, you would have 6 is 12. You have 12 of these. On the outside, what I've done, in order to keep to the pattern, keep everything straight, I had to take these and put a 60-degree bevel on it. So it's going to go in on a zoom on this. So this kind of keeps everything nice and tight. And to keep everything aligned, okay, we're going to go on that one there. Back out. I'm going to take this here and run this all around it, so it's going to be another 1.5 inches wider all the way around. It's going to be set like that, with the points lining up to the center of the jacks. Then I've got lots of scrap left over, and I can actually glue this to the bottom. So if you flip it over, to actually be something like that, right? Your 2x4s will slide in there. So when you're got your table already set up, there'll be a little bit of slack in your plate. The plate will go on top. Then all you do is put your pieces in and just tighten up your legs. This will spin around the 3/4 re-rod. It's fairly simple. I'm going to show you the jig that I used to make this on. So what you see there, I've used that to make both the center jacks and also to cut the 60-degree angle. So if you actually take off that plywood plate in the side there, you can use it to trim down the. You take your square stock, you slip it into place, set along the edge here, and everything comes uniform. And to cut your outer jacks, basically put this in, and you're away, right? Okay, that's it for that. There's one more thing that I like to do for a nighttime setup. And haven't fully considered this yet, but these 3 triangles here, this one, and this one, I might put a plywood back on it. The reason is I'll be able to put a light underneath that's a flush mount, like these would, so you'd have 6 triangles with backing on it, so they would stack up, and so you'd actually have a light that you could turn on for one of those push things for a nighttime setup. I think that'd be kind of advantageous. Okay, so this is basically ready to go together. I just need to get all this metal finally prepared. So as you can see, each plate needs a 1-inch hole drilled through it, and on the which is going to be welded to a 3/4 inch 3/4 by 2 hexagonal nut. Then your rod would come up. This would spin around the rod. You're going to have another plate up here for the foot, and probably an 8-inch, probably a 6-inch, 1.5 pipe or 1.25 around there, whatever fits, with the nut welded here. So this will allow for your adjustment for your feet. So we're getting very close to being complete, and it's been a long 3 weeks. When the time comes to set this up in a shop assembly, I'm hoping to be able to turn one of these out in 3 days. Not this size, but it'd be the the H7 108 square feet and the H7 432 square feet, which is your 24-foot platform. And it's going to back up a little bit. I have to lower this camera. You can see how the outside of the 2x3 is set in. I set her in 1.5 for a purpose. So you could actually have a skirting here framed on the flat that you could just open up. And you could hinge it here, and you just open her up. So I've actually set this back a little more because the outside of the skirt, the sheeting on the skirting is going to be exposed. Let's see what happens. That's it. We're coming to a close. This will allow you guys out there to make your own survival technology. So when the time comes, you can be out and gone, and you'd have a place to stay during the time of troubles that were coming. Because when the pole shift happens, there's going to be mass evacuation from the coastal areas, and you're going to have to be set in place. This is Joshua Taylor coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.